Hello guys, Khaled Wakawalik here, and this is your first look of the new TECNO Camon 16 Premier. So the Camon 16 is coming just after 5 months of the launch of the predecessor Camon 15 device, and in all honesty, it actually feels like yesterday, and reality check, no thanks to coronavirus. But anyway, in TECNO's usual manner, the Camon 16 is yet again coming in 3 variants: the Camon 16, the 16 Pro, and the Premier, which is the premium of the bunch, and also the one I am going to be doing the unboxing and also talking about in this video. And just before we tear this box open, we have some specifications which are boldly written here in what I also believe are the key features of this new TECNO Camon 16 Premier. We have a 48 megapixel dual front-facing camera with a wide-angle lens included. We also have a super video mode, which for someone like me who makes a lot of vlogs or video content, this is definitely something that will be interesting, to take a look at. And then we also have an Ultra Night portrait powered by TiVos, and just in case you don't already know, TiVos is short for TECNO AI Vision Optimization Solution. I really had to check that up, and it is essentially a dedicated microprocessor working together with the AI algorithm to help you significantly enhance your night's photographs. And then to the not so new one, we have a 64 megapixel rear ultra quad camera. I said not so different because this is essentially the same camera setup we had on the predecessor Camon 15 Premier, but I think the physical setup is quite different here on the Camon 16 Premier, which we are going to take a look at in a bit. I also have a 6.9 FHD dual dotting display, which you can already tell by the size of this thing that it is huge. I mean, I have the older Camon 15 Premier device here, and just placing it side by side, you can tell that this is way bigger than this. But again, if you're someone who loves, larger displays or generally larger devices, then I think this would be an interesting one for you to look into. Although I'm not really sure it's for me, but another interesting feature here will be the 33-watt flash charge. Again, this is something really interesting because the Camon 15 Premier, on the other hand, really takes a long time to full charge. So having this new feature in this device is something I'm really looking forward to experience. Also, the battery capacity of the Camon 15 Premier is 4,500 mAh battery, which again, if you're wondering, is also an upgrade from the older Camon 15 because that one was 4,000 mAh battery. So it's making sense as it is. You guys get me? And then finally, we have a 128GB storage plus 8GB of RAM. And then of course, the 128GB storage is expandable with an SD card. And then without Fisayo Fosudo, it's time to open up this device. Alright, so as you guys can see, we have a neatly packed box here. First and foremost, in this little pack, we have like a silicone gel-like case for the device, of course, and then we have a warranty card, that aside. And into this box, we have the power brick. Wow, this is a chunky one. Never seen TECNO power brick this huge before, but I guess, again, you guys remember, it's a 33-watt fast charge. So apparently, there's a lot of power in this guy to warrant this kind of size. Hope that makes sense. And then to this corner, we have a USB cable with also the SIM ejection tool thing. And we have our headphone, of course. So with all of the peripherals aside, it's time to talk about the main guy, the Camon 16 device itself. Alright, okay, first and foremost, this is one chunky camera setup, obviously. This is my first look at it, and I'm surprised myself, and I'm glad that it's on camera so you guys can kind of like experience what I'm experiencing right now. Okay, anyway, I can live with the camera setup. I have no problem with it. I mean, if its performance matches the chunkiness that is going on here, then I think that's absolutely fine. But anyway, that's definitely something new already, as you guys can see. Secondly, the color we have here, I think it's called a glacier silver. As at the point of making this video, I'm not sure which other color there is, but yeah, this is also a color I think I like. However, I will definitely be rocking this device with the case because, as you can tell, it also packs a lot of fingerprint. Like, I mean, it's very obvious, and I mean, it's kind of like, I don't know if this is plastic or metal, but nevertheless, it looks good and feels good to hold in hand. But then, let's see some other new things we can find on this new device. Okay, so to the right hand side of the device, as usual, we have the volume rockers up and down, and we also have the power button, but just a texture going on the power button, so I kind of like suspect that we might have the fingerprint on the power button, but I'll find out in a bit. And to the bottom part of the phone, we have the speaker grills, as you guys can see. We have the USB/charging port, and then we have the headphone jack. And to the top of the phone is absolutely clean, just nothing. And to the left hand side of the phone, we have the SIM card and of course memory card slots. which makes a lot of sense. I think there's a kind of minimalism or uniformity that is going on with this phone right now. However, I just can't stop looking at this device. But the back actually looks good. But I mean, maybe because it's the first for TECNO Mobile, and it's just weird because this is something we've never seen before, or we didn't expect that we are going to see. Alright guys, this is your first look of the Camon 16 Premier being powered on, and I think definitely the first thing you would notice is the hole punch on the upper left side corner housing those front facing cameras. I mean, it's quite invasive, but again, I believe this is something that has to do with preference, and obviously with time it is something you definitely get used to. I mean, you don't have a choice anyway. And also the display is 6.9, so definitely it is chunky. For someone like me, I'm not sure if I exactly like it here, but again, it's something I would have to get used to, because ordinarily I think I'm more of a compact device. This would ideally be my kind of form factor, something 6.6-ish. And again, if you are to compare it to the Camon 15 Premier, this is what it looks like. Yeah, a whole lot of difference. But anyway, again, if you're someone who loves the big form factor and the big displays, then definitely this would be a phone you want to look into. Another super interesting feature I found in this device is under the display setting, where you have the 90 Hz screen refresh rate or the 60 Hz screen refresh rate, which obviously the 90 Hz is going to give you a more smoother animation. But if you're interested in saving battery life, then obviously you would want to use the 60 Hz refresh rate. And yes, just as much as I thought, the fingerprint sensor now combines with the power button. So you have to do something like this as opposed to this. Alright, so let's jump into the camera quickly to actually see what a quick photo looks like. First of all, I'll start with the selfie mode, because obviously we have an upgrade here in that department. So let's just take a selfie right now and see. Actually looks good, not bad at all. Then trying the rear camera setup, let's see. I'll just take a picture of my camera right now. Not bad, not bad. I'll definitely be doing a separate video on the camera test, so you guys should make sure to stay subscribed and turn on post notification and look forward to that video. So to my final impressions of the Camon 16 Premier, the device definitely feels great at hand. I love the design. Maybe it's a little too bold for my kind of style, but definitely this device has a lot going on for it. I mean, you can talk about the dual front facing camera, 33 watts charging, the super video mode, the ultra night portrait, and even the 90 Hz refresh rates. But really, at the end of the day, all those features are still going to be put to test, to see if real life usage actually matches specs on paper. So yeah, that's been it for the unboxing experience of the Camon 16 Premier. Kindly make sure to stay subscribed to my channel for the full review, and in particular a camera review, because as some of you already know, that's my main focus with smartphone reviews here on this channel. Also remember to turn on post notification, and then if you have any questions as regarding the Camon 16 Premier, please feel free to drop it in the comment box below. Finally, I should mention that the price point of this device will be updated in the description part of this video and on my social media at Dr._Khalid. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.